Welcome to Zigwheels for our first look of the 2024 Toyota Wigo. What we have here is a G grade, which features LED guide lights. All variants get this from the manual J all the way to the G variant, so you won't feel left out. My personal favorite are the vertical fog lights. And you're not just imagining it because of the boxy shape, it actually is wider, longer, and a longer wheelbase. So in all dimensions, it's received a growth spurt. 14-inch wheels on the side, finished in plain silver. You can see the TRD back here. Two-tone wheels, but personally, I like it simple. Halogen taillights, Wigo badging, again, boxy, smooth opening tailgate, so tonneau cover, and basically that's it for the exterior. Here in the interior, I'm 6'2", but I fit into the Wigo all right. For reference sa Espresso, I run out of headroom more in that car. I think because the seats here go lower. They're also height adjustable, so if you need a little boost, you can manually operate it, and the steering wheel goes for tilt only, no telescoping. The dashboard is the big improvement for me on the inside. It's very Raze-like. About the only thing you miss from the Raze, well, the G Raze versus this G Wigo, is you don't get a digital gauge cluster. It's fully analog except for a small monochrome display. The touchscreen is 8 inches. Bezels are kind of big, but it does get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The USB port is right up here. And down here, you get a 120-volt socket. The center console for the CVT shifter is nice and up there, but still no proper center armrest. You do get a little cubby here though, on top of the handbrake. The G variant also gets power folding mirrors and side markers on the side mirrors themselves. There's just that bit of premiumness that you notice from the inside. Because when you have a budget car like this, like every single bit counts. Which is why a lot of people love the push start button you have and the digital AC control. It's not automatic, but it looks modern enough and you don't feel like you're driving a starter car. Space here in the back, well, it's tight because again, I'm a big guy. And this driver's seat is adjusted to my natural position, but it will do the job, especially if, you don't have as much legs as I do. Soft touch is not a thing anywhere in this car, nowhere. Polyurethane steering wheel, but at least it has media controls. Behind the wheel, same 1-liter engine with 67 horsepower and 89 Newton meters of torque. So I guess you can say hindi mo pwede siya iabang over the previous gen Wigo owners that has more power. But I would think, well, we can't test this now, but I would think mas matipid siya because it now runs on a CVT instead of the old 4-speed automatic. And that 4-speed automatic was actually what I didn't like the most about the previous Wigo. I'd rather drive a manual than that 4-speed automatic because of how laggy it was when going in between shifts. Just as you expect, tiny turning radius for the Wigo. Steering is not finger light, but it is light. It has a little bit of heft, which is good, so you know where your 14-inch wheel and tire combos are pointing. And that helps in city driving, of course. You don't want it too vague that you lose track of where you are once you add some lock to the wheel. I wish the engine did have a bit less vibration though, but I think being a 3-cylinder, you gotta learn to live with it. So now, I'm not sure if you can hear, but the 3-cylinder sounds the same. There's a bit of raspiness to it, some vibration, but I no longer have the delay in shifting that I experienced with the old 4-speed. So the CVT is seamless, and since this isn't a powerful car, I think that's what you want. You don't feel the transmission is there at all. No waiting for it to upshift, no waiting for it to downshift. It just does the job. And again, hopefully, better fuel economy. Safety features, still basic. In the G variant, you have the built-in dashcam up here, rear parking sensors, and reverse camera. You also have ABS, airbags, and hill start assist. So, cause can the Wigo go up Baguio? Yes, it can. May hill start siya. Syempre, temper expectations if you fully load this with like 5 people. The all-new Wigo starts at 609,000 for the J in manual. It goes up to 684 for the E variant, and this one we're driving is 729,000 for the G grade. Is that good enough for your starter car, or would you go for the G grade? Maybe, but I'm curious, do you think a GR version will come in and make you regret going the G grade? I'd love to find out soon. So are the upgrades for the all-new Wigo enough for you to consider going for it, or are you still interested in some of its competitors, or maybe its brothers like the Rays, or just get a Vios and be done with it? Let us know in the comments, and thank you for watching.